So when you're running this down screen and the ball just got reversed to the top, those two defenders that are involved in that, it looks like this is Giddey that's chasing the shooter, right? They're so intent that this ball is coming to the wing off a pin down and then probably a Giannis post up, that those two guys are completely focused on that action. So they're not going to be able to provide the backside help when Brook Lopez walks Chet Holmgren up the lane.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to What Makes This Play Great, where we break down a play in the NBA playbooks and explain some of the details you might have missed. Today, we're looking at a Milwaukee Bucks special that they ran earlier this week, one pop seal, a kind of a disguised action to get an open shot at the rim. Let's take a look. Here's the setup. You got a player in the corner. You got three at the top of the key, and you're going to see Damian Lillard kind of fakes like he's cutting through and then pops out to the other side. At the same time, you have your shooter, Malik Beasley, just coming off a little curl action towards the basket. This is all set up. You're going to get a reversal, and now here's the real disguise of the play. It appears you're going to have a double screen with your two bigs, Lopez and Giannis, setting the screen for Malik Beasley. But as you watch, you have two defenders now focused on this shooter coming off the pin down, and that opens up an opportunity for Brook Lopez to seal some space inside. Pass goes over the top, and you get a nice, easy layup. Legs, walk us through what you're seeing here.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on the tail end of this because the beginning is just eye candy, trying to get the defense to kind of pay attention to themselves. It's right here is where it gets interesting. So when you're running this down screen and the ball just got reversed to the top, those two defenders that are involved in that, it looks like this is Giddey that's chasing the shooter, right? They're so intent that this ball is coming to the wing off a pin down and then probably a Giannis post up, that those two guys are completely focused on that action. So they're not going to be able to provide the backside help when Brook Lopez walks Chet Holmgren up the lane and puts his hand up. By the way, Adam, this is not necessarily with this beginning action, but the pass that's made here is called high-low, right? So anytime you throw the ball anywhere near the top of the key area and then you throw it to a guy that's being fronted in the post, you throw it over the top, it's called high-low action. And they run it, but this is a really long distance for this pass to travel. Normally, that high-low is run with the guy catching the ball at the top of the key. Chris Middleton has this basketball. He's literally at 30-plus feet, and they know they can get away with this because Brook Lopez is a monstrous human being, and Chet Holmgren is light. Chet Holmgren is too light to be able to fight him from holding him off with his arm right there, putting the other hand up. And if you're Middleton, just throw this ball toward the rim. There's nobody back there because you've occupied those two other defenders with false action on the wing, and it works beautifully to get this high-low for Brook Lopez to get a layup.
And likewise, you're going to see Chet Holmgren gets high side here trying to take away the entry pass. But you see with the positioning here, if Chet was to go behind, you have a seal right at the restricted area. So you're kind of – Chet Holmgren's kind of on an island here where he has to battle for position. But if he goes high or low, you're going to have something coming off of it. So just a really good play design.
And one of the few times that they run a play design for Brook Lopez to catch the ball as a scorer in the paint. And here's why I say that. People forget Brook Lopez was a great low post scorer in Brooklyn. He's still, I think, the all-time leading scorer for the Brooklyn Nets. Like, that's crazy to think about. He didn't do that shooting threes like he does now in Milwaukee. He was a very good post player. And like I said, he is ginormous. When you see him up close, when you go to a game and see Brook Lopez, you really can't believe how big this guy is. So that's an intentional action, knowing they had a specific matchup. The key is, how do we create something to clear out the backside where we know there won't be help on this lob? And they got it. And then it's up to Lopez to read it. If Chet Holmgren plays behind, like you said, he seals him in the post, catches it, and I guarantee you that's going to be a jump hook inside of 6 feet. If you want to play on the high side, Brook Lopez is a lot stronger, a lot heavier than Chet. Just walk him up the lane, put your hand up, and then throw the ball toward the baseline and go run it down.
And to your point, this is the first play of a game. And they run action like this, but the seal portion of this was the type of thing where a team knows, okay, we're going to start the game. We know who's on the court. We know where the advantages are. We're going to take advantage of it. So it's a great example. I would keep my eye out for this one in the playoffs. The Bucks probably go to it a time or two out of a timeout when they know they're going to have a similar type matchup and they'll be able to catch a team off guard. That is one pop seal. The Bucks ran it just the other day against the Thunder. Keep an eye out for it. We'll see you guys next time.